Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to another Lost Ark video. It's Friday, and you know what Friday is. It's Arkonomics. Arkonomics is the series where we just kind of sit here and talk about shit that we don't really know anything about, one way or the other, but we just talk about it, because that's what we do. We yappers. NA West, as always, these are the blue crystal prices on NA West. Nothing's really changed. That's just me being honest with you. But what has changed is the fact that this week is the first week of Arkonomics since Echidna release. That's what I wanted to say. I wanted to say it's the first week of Echidna, which is true, but it's the first video on the first week of Echidna, you know? So prices are kind of reflective of that. And when I say prices are reflective of that, what I mean specifically is these things, fusion mats. Unsurprisingly, I think fusion mats are the things that people, for some reason, didn't consider for advanced toning prior. And what I mean by that is I think a lot of people were like just taking into account the leap stones, the shards, the refined stones. And for some reason they just kind of skipped out on the prime fusion mats. But you do need prime fusion mats, and unsurprisingly, the price of these has went up massively. Also, obviously, carp has went up a little bit as well, but not so much to reflect the price movement, if that makes sense. Because these have went from like 50 gold to like 56 gold is what I'm selling mine at, and I've been selling mine at for like the last day and a half. On carp, it went up like 10 gold. Not even 10 gold. It's like 6 gold. A 6 gold blue carp increase does not equal a 6 gold fusion mat increase, you feel me? But that's all I'm trying to say. Overall, I still think fusion mats and honing mats in general are only ever going to go down, right? Especially as we get closer to tier 4, even though tier 4 does have a conversion ratio for the mats. You know how it is, man. That's really all I can say on that matter. Like, we know tier 4 is coming out, so there's like no reason to hone at all. Like regular hone, if you're already 1620. And if you are 1620, then I think in my opinion, it's definitely worth it to advanced hone. Because advanced honing will carry over to tier 4. And I think tier 3 mats are going to be significantly less valuable than tier 4 mats. Even if we don't know the ratios exactly for tier 4 advanced honing. It gives you something to do with your tier 3 mats right now. And it gives you at least some reason to log into the game. That's sort of my opinion and my take. Again, I might be completely off my fucking rocker. I don't know. Wouldn't be the first time, won't be the last time, I promise you that much. But aside from that, I mean, the price movement is about what I would expect. Nothing has really changed aside from fusion mats. And like I said, I think fusion mats are only changing because people have, like, banked up leap stones and the other assorted stones. Also, the fact that not many people are advanced honing right now, all things considered. And what I mean by that is I think a lot of people are still progging Echidna, even on normal. I think Echidna is a lot harder than people were led to expect, which is unsurprising. Because Echidna Gate 2 is pretty, honestly, in my experience, very punishing. I'm trying to think of how I want to say that. It's very punishing in the sense that if you have like 1 or 2 people that aren't very quick at learning or picking up regular pattern recognition, it can make it very, very difficult. Especially if you're doing things like near item level. Obviously, the more you overgear it, the faster it'll be, the more damage you can pump out, the less patterns you'll see, the faster it'll die, etc, etc, yeah. But if you're, like, relatively close to item level, it's rough, man. That's my experience of doing like a good couple hours of prog and seeing basically nothing. But that's just kind of how it goes. That is to say, I think prices can still potentially go up. If not this next reset, then maybe the reset after. I think within like the first 2 weeks or so, I think prices could still go up, but after that, it's probably only going to be down. And I think the reason specifically is because people are still going to be progging and, you know, majority of people aren't going to be touching advanced toning. I will say, though, if you do clear Gate 1, even on normal, you're able to advanced tone one piece of armor, like, straight away. And if you clear Gate 2, you'll be able to do the weapon if you win the auction bid. Or you'll be able to do 3 pieces of armor if you win the auction bid. But, I don't know. I think it's 3 pieces of armor. I think it's only 10 scales for an armor and it's 30 scales for a weapon. I could be completely wrong on that, so don't quote me. But you'll be able to do 2 armor pieces either way. If you win the auction and clear Gate 2. If it's 15 instead of 10. But I think it's 10. I think it's 10 for armor, 30 for weapon. But again, I don't know. I'm just saying numbers. Either way, I don't think it really matters. But that's sort of my thoughts. Shards, I think, are going to tank. Because shards are not converted at all going to tier 4. And we know that now. Because of the developer letter update thing that they did. Which is not surprising. But confirmation is good. And then rate up mats are obviously kind of where they've always been. I'm kind of surprised they're still this high, all things considered, but there's not really an easy way to get them, so I guess I get it. But also, like, I don't know who's really buying them at these prices. I don't know. I'm kind of surprised they're still that high, all things considered. Last thing we always do when we check on these episodes is Siderial Energy and then level 10 gems. Siderial Energy looking like sitting at 1.7 mil right now, is some listed. Last one sold for 1.6. Interesting things there. Not surprised, but also I am kind of surprised. I haven't actually looked at level 10 gems in a minute. So we got 175. Looks like for a cooldown. What is the damage looking like? 239, 240. So it's like 175 to 240. There's still a little bit of a premium, but not that much, all things considered. That's crazy to me, considering the premium that damage gems have had in the past, and basically the entire time. That's crazy. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. As always, I'm interested to hear your opinions and thoughts. Other than that, I'm gonna give this wheel a spin, and then we're out of here. Damn, it's 2. Unlucky. I was really hoping for a 1. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, as always, every week. I'll see you guys next week. I got nothing. Thank you to my YouTube members, of course. Consider becoming a member. Helps me out. I love you all. Bye.